Digital Ethno-Narrative by Brian, DJ, and Samaya. India is the 7th largest country in the world with the 2nd largest population. Its main religions are Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. For our digital ethno-narrative assignment, we decided to interview our friend Shafeek from southern India.
Hi. All right, so we're gonna start by asking some personal questions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Mohammed Shafeek, basically from India,
Okay.
so southern part of India. So I came to United States on December 2014. Okay, so I worked with Delta Airlines.
Okay.
So initially I came with a different employer, then I changed my employer. So I am currently working with Delta Airlines as a senior software developer.
All right, and you said your name was Shafeek.
Mohammed Shafeek, yes.
All right. Is there any meaning to that, or does it represent anything?
Basically, Shafeek means kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. You seem like a kind person. Can you describe a little bit more on where you grew up?
Okay, so I grew up in southern part of India. So the place name is Chidambaram.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the state name is Tamil Nadu. Okay. So my mother tongue is Tamil.
Okay.
Tamil, one of the oldest languages in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I studied. I did my schooling in the same city where I born. For my college, I moved to different place.
Okay.
So further to the north.
I see.
So I did my engineering, bachelor's in engineering with a computer science degree.
Okay. Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your family?
Okay, so I have my father name is Muhammad Mustafa. Okay, my mother name is Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, so I have one elder sister. Her name is Jasmine Fatima.
Okay.
So I'm the last one. So we are 4 in our family.
Awesome. And you're the youngest then?
I am the youngest.
Oh
in the
wow.
family.
How would you describe growing up as the youngest kid in the family in India?
Oh, it's always I'm a pet in the family, so everyone likes me, including my grandma. So yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Did you have any hobbies growing up as a kid?
Cricket. It's a game, sports. So in India it is very famous, cricket.
Okay.
It's called cricket. So I used to play a lot. But in general, I kind of like all kind of sports.
Alright, awesome. Alright, so because this class is about culture and family, we would like you to, or we would like to hear you describe your culture. How would you describe your
I think
culture?
most of the people knows it. In India, it is a diverse culture. Right? So we have a lot of different cultures. So in majority, we have like religion-wise, we have a lot of religions, right? Which differentiates, every religion will have different culture. So we have Hinduism, we have Islam, we have Christianity, we have Jainism, we have Buddhism. So we have a lot of different cultures. So in my part, it is like, it's all mixed actually.
Okay.
So we are,
Alright, so religiously you grew up in a very diverse community.
yes.
Okay. How was that growing up as a kid? Did you really interact
I
with
never felt anything specific to religion in my schooling or even in my college. We never felt we are differentiated by religion. So we are always like, we never thought about that because,
That's interesting. So, can you share some specific ways that your culture has influenced you?
I don't. Can you repeat your question? Is it?
So like some specific ways that your culture has influenced you or your family, like
Talking about
the
culture.
way, the way you perceive things, your morals, your values.
There are a lot of reasons. So I feel like we go by rules mostly.
Okay.
So kind of if you want to do something good, obviously you should have certain rules.
Okay. Yeah.
So I feel like we have set up rules, right?
Yeah.
So you can't see logic for every rules. So if something has done in the past which went in a good way, then you follow that rule.
Okay.
So I feel that helps in a way.
All right. You talked about religion earlier. Could you share more about that? What role did it play in your family?
My family, I mean, since we are a diverse culture, which means diverse religion, okay, so everybody will have their own faith, basically on how they pray God, right? So everyone in India, if you see Islam, will say, they will pray to Allah. Similarly, Hinduism will have different gods by themselves, like Christians, they will pray their own. So if you are asking me whether it is influenced my family, I don't know, but my parents are religious in the sense they pray, because in Islam you should pray 5 times every day, 365 days, right?
Yeah.
So they follow.
I see.
That gives them, I mean, their faith, right? So they do that.
Okay. So they partake in rituals and stuff like that. And as for you, would you say you do the same thing, or you're more of a relaxed type?
I don't know. Nowadays, I mean, I'm not doing. To be honest, I'm not doing 5 times a day.
Okay.
So here, right now we are in a shared apartment, so I really can't do what I did in India.
Okay.
So I'm just adjusting to the place that I'm living.
Okay. So in contrast to growing up in India and now, you would say you were a bit more religious in India.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that due to your surroundings and your family and other influences?
No, my father is religious, so but he never forced anything to me.
Okay.
The thing is, he kind of influenced me in a way. He prays every day, 5 times in a day, right? So you see him. I grew up by seeing him, so which influenced me. So I used to pray God. I had a lot of faith in God. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So coming to America, in Minnesota specifically, there's a perception of Islam and Muslims. What was that like for you coming over to the United States of America as a Muslim?
To be honest, I never thought in 2017. I never thought there would be any difference. So I didn't think I had any differences.
In terms of cultural norms, growing up in India, what was the norm in interacting with the opposite gender?
So that is a big topic, but
the
thing is, there are a lot of differences. Okay, if you ask me like 20 years or 25 years back, you can't easily speak to opposite gender in India. Okay, or it's not about any specific religion. It's in general in India. It's not easy to speak to opposite gender. Okay, there are a lot of rules and other stuffs. Okay, everything. Nowadays, if you ask me, no, it's not. You don't see any hurdle to talk to opposite gender or anything. So it's like here because everything has changed. So.
And what might be the reason for that? Do you think?
I mean, the generation has changed, right? So they understand. I mean, for example, if you ask me 20 years, 25 years back, I don't know how many of Indians came out of their own country or even came out of their own city, whether it is for education or it is for job. Okay, they stay in one place. So everything like in a small circle, but everything has changed now because a lot of people are educated now. Basically, education changed everything.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you don't see any differences between gender and other things.
What rules did you have growing up about school, about dating, about friendship? And were they different for boys and girls, would you say?
Education, in my generation, there is no difference. As I said, like both boys and girls, there is no differences. If you are good at something, you can do what you want, basically. So, but the thing is, here, not here, in India, sometimes parents will tell you what kind of course is good for you, which is opposite to here, right? You guys pick your own course or whatever you want to study and everything.
Yeah.
But in India, we don't go to jobs even after we go to colleges. Okay, our parents will pay for our colleges, our schooling, our colleges. Okay, it's our part of our culture. They will take care of us till we go to the job. Basically, not go to the job. Basically, after you complete your graduation.
I see.
Okay. So the thing is, obviously, they will do more research than the students do. So what kind of studies will help them to get into a good job? Okay. For example, they go and talk to someone who is in a good position, good job. Then they will say what will be good for him, right? Basically, we say I'm good at mathematics, okay, and I'm good at mathematics and computer science. So it kind of, after my schooling, I didn't even realize I will get into engineering. Okay, so I was doing my research, which is very little. Okay, but my father did talk to a lot of people, so who are well educated. Then he came up with different points, which course will be good for you to get into a job.
Yeah.
Okay, so engineering was one of them. So I chose engineering. Then I did even computer.
All right. So what about when it came to dating or having relationships?
You know what? In India, there is you don't explicitly say dating because we don't. I don't think you are asking the rules. I don't think that has changed a lot, but people love each other. We don't say the term dating in India, basically.
Yeah.
So you fall in love with someone, okay? So maybe after you get into a job, it's kind of both the parents will meet and talk. If both they agree, then they'll get married. Okay. So it's not like you spend a lot of time out, then you decide whether it will work out or not.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else I can say? If you ask me rules, I don't. Oh, okay. Basically, religion still plays a role in India. Again, that's a big topic. So in India, if you see different religions till today, you can't get into marriage kind of thing. Okay, because one religion will have their own set of rules, another religion will have another set of rules. Okay, so the percentage is very, very less, where in other religion people will get together, basically.
Okay.
So for example, you have Islam, you have Hinduism. Okay, so if you ask me, maybe like 1 or 2% of people will do the different religion marriages, but it's not like 100% of people do that. It's not changed in India, I feel which is bad. So, but that is how it is.
Okay. So then you would say majority of people still would marry within that same religion?
Marry within the religion, and still we have mostly it's kind of arranged marriage. But what changed in the past 10 years is back in, if you ask me, 10 years back, like 95% will have arranged marriage, which means parents will look for girl or boy to their daughter or son, and they will talk to other parents and they will decide whether that person will be good for leading the life together. Okay, that is how it was back 10 years back. If you ask me now, it has changed. I would say like 60% love marriage. When I say love marriage, people see each other, talk to each other, and they will decide whether it will work out for them or not. Okay. So then they will talk to parents to get their, I mean, it is conveying whether there are a lot of things. Again, they will see the, they will do their, they have their own decision. Parents will decide, they will tell their own decision, then the daughter or son will convince the parents, and if that really works out, they will get married. Otherwise, you will see a lot of drop also because of parents' decision also.
So then, playing off of that, what values or principles did you grow up with in general? Would you say were the most, fundamental to your family, to your culture, and to who you are?
So, if you ask me first, I'm not talking about the whole. In my family, my dad always used to say, basically he's too calm. Okay, so he never hurts people. Okay, even though other people hurts my father, he never thinks anything. He never think to hurt the other people. Okay, so the same kind of value I have. So my father's till now, no, we talk every day basically. So I think that is the best value I have, which I got it from my father.
Wow. What do you want me to go to?
I wanted to ask you about, so when you first came to America, did you notice a lot of differences between India and America, or what was the biggest thing you found different?
I know it is different from culture perspective, right? Basically. So, other than that, it's a kind of a big opportunity for me, if you ask. Okay, so because I worked in India like more than 4 years. Okay. Once you come here, you have a lot of opportunities in terms of your career and your in terms of financially. So there are a lot of opportunities to grow up in the ladder here than when you compare to India.
Okay, sweet. That's so good.
Earlier you mentioned that both girls and guys, or boys and girls, they have the same level of
education.
Level of education. Is there the same expectation to go to school, go to college, and get a job, right? Would you say so?
Now, yes.
How is that different from back in the day? Would you say?
So if you ask me, like, I don't know exactly how many years, like 15 years or 20 years, take like 15 years, 20 years, mostly girls won't go to school after a certain age. Okay?
Yeah.
Their parents won't send their girls to college, okay? Which is very hard. When you ask me percentage, it will be like maybe 5% to 10%. Nowadays, 100%, because they know the value of education now. Okay? So parents, because their generation has changed, so nowadays it is like 100% of girls and boys are. I mean, I can't say 100%. There are a lot of places in India. Maybe it's not developed, right? So they may be in the same situation like back in 10 years or 15 years. So where girls can't go to school after a certain age or something like that, but I'm not sure. But in my place, if you ask me, it's entirely changed. So it is both, education is same for both girls and boys.
Okay. Sweet. Can I ask, what do you miss most about India?
About India?
Mm-hmm.
I think my family.
Oh, that's a good answer.
So, because here you don't have a lot of friends here except your colleagues where you go to work. Okay, it's like 5 days, 8 hours, done.
Right.
But obviously, when you come home, I feel lonely, but I'm not about others. Okay.
Right.
So, in India, if you see, you have family and you have a lot of friends because that is where you grew up.
Yeah,
so you have a lot of
definitely.
friends. I'm not saying here I can't find friends, but it takes time for me, right?
Right,
So,
definitely.
so my family. If you ask me what I'm missing more, my family. Yeah.
Do you see yourself staying here longer?
You know what? Okay, so I said before, right?
Yeah.
Till our college, our
Right.
parents will take care of us. Okay, so it's entirely different from here. Okay, so we don't even go to a job, even a part-time job or anything, because our parents want to focus on our studies. Okay, so they work hard, they pay everything till our college. So the reason why I'm saying this is, in their older age, it's like we should take care of them. Okay, so because they spend whatever they earned in their entire life. Okay, education, if you see, if you want to spend for a college in Indian money, still it is a huge amount. It's not like affordable to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so my parents, basically, my father is the only income. Okay, so he had to spend everything for my studies and for my sister's study. So in their older age, obviously I need to take care of them. Okay, it's my responsibility.
Okay.
So obviously then I should be with them. Either I should be with them or they should be with me.
Right.
You know, right? Here it is, I feel here it is tough to bring your family here.
Okay.
You have a lot of rules. The two, you are from India or China. I'm not saying because of specific country, because there are a lot of processing. I mean, immigration processing is there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I want to become a citizen here, it will take me like 20 years. It's almost like all my next life. Okay. So my parents won't get any kind of visa to stay with me. They can just come and visit me like for 6 months.
Okay.
So it's hard to see my future here if I don't if I don't stay with my family for a long time. So I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense. Okay, Shafeek, so I think we want to wrap this up by asking you a couple of silly questions, just to like end it, you know? And so, okay, I know you're a vegetarian right now, right?
I eat eggs, so I
You eat
don't
eggs.
say vegetarian.
Well,
I
you not
eat
meat though, so you got
yeah.
it. That's not really a silly question, but what made you become a vegetarian?
I don't have any specific reason.
Oh, that's so
So
good.
I stopped eating meat from 2014.
Oh,
Which is
forever.
like 3 years only.
Was it when you came here, or right before?
Right before 2 months, I guess. So
Oh, wow.
like 2 months before I came here. So I
Okay.
stopped eating vegetarian because I used to be fat. I wanted to,
Yeah.
I kind of stopped. Then I thought, okay, I felt good with vegetarian.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm doing that. I don't know. I may start eating meat.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
There is no certain rules. It's
Yeah,
just stopping
definitely.
me not to eat meat.
Okay.
Good for you, Shafeek. Good for you.
Good that you did that, because America is like the second fattest country in the world.
Yeah, we're up there. We're up there.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay. Okay, last question I think we have for you. Okay, do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
No way.
No aliens, no ghosts?
No.
Oh man, we're opposite, Shafeek. I love aliens. and
Oh
ghosts.
really?
Yeah.